we're going to cover ancient China geography. In today's lesson, we're going to discuss where ancient China is. We're also going to talk about the natural borders and the landforms of ancient China. We're going to spend the day as well covering the mountains and the waterways of ancient China as well. So let's begin today's lesson with where is ancient China, or modern China in that regard as well. This is the United States. From the United States, there are two ways that you can get ancient to modern China. You take the Atlantic Ocean across Europe to China right here. The other way, for the west coast right here of the United States, you cross the Pacific Ocean, cross the date line to China. This is China right here. So you can either go from the Atlantic Ocean on the east coast to China, or you can go from the Pacific Ocean across the date line on the west coast. Now, a little bit of introduction to ancient China. China makes up 4 million square miles total. Modern China is the third largest country in regards to area in the world. So it is a large area of land. Natural borders and landforms. The Gobi Desert is in northern China. The Pacific Ocean, right here, is in China's eastern border, and rugged mountains make up China's western border. Now, invaders that wanted to try to come into China had to go through the rugged mountains. They were not very successful. So they found other routes. Most of them came through the north because they could find water and get through the Gobi Desert. They did not want to try to travel the rugged mountains. If they tried to, they were more times than not unsuccessful. So there were invaders, and there was one specific group that we'll talk about in this unit that was successful, but they came through the north. So the rugged mountains made it extremely difficult for groups of invaders to try to come into China on the western end. We're going to wrap up today. We're talking about the mountains, the waterways, and the resources of China. 2/3 of all China's land is covered by mountains. This makes it extremely difficult for people to farm because of this rocky soil. 7 of the top 12 highest mountain peaks in the world are located in China. China is also home to 5 major mountain systems in the world. Let's talk about rivers. 2 major rivers. You got the Hanghe. The Hanghe is 3,000 miles in the northern part of China. It is named the Yellow River because of the silt that flows into the river. We have already talked about how 1,000 years, 100,000 years of loess or yellow silt is picked up from the deserts, carried, dropped down, and sailed into the Hanghe or the Yellow River. Over 1,000, 100,000 years, this silt or this loess does not move. That is the reason why the Hanghe or the Yellow River is that yellow-orange color that you see today. The final major river in China is called the Shangjiang River or the Yangtze River. It is the 3rd largest river in the world. It is located in central China. Remember that it is the 3rd largest river in the world. Main resources that China is home to: wheat and rice. Rice is the common one. That is what most farmland grows, is wheat and rice. Now on the coast of China, most people try to fish. Usually they take the large nets and they throw them out off their boats. Whatever they get, that's their fish. They also have coal, lead, gold, and oil. Those are several other resources that China is home to. So what have we covered today? We have covered the major rivers, the Hanghe and the Shangjiang. We have covered the mountains, that 2/3 of all China is made up of mountains, and 7 of the top 12 are located in China. We have also talked about where China is. We have talked about the major natural borders and the landforms, the Gobi Desert, the Pacific Ocean, and the rugged mountains. This is the geography lesson of ancient China for today.